5 tips to overcome alcohol cravings. What's up, guys? Daniel Paulino here. In this channel, we focus on helping you stay sober, get fit, and we cover all the different dynamics that go into that. So if you like those topics, hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So how do I know this works? Now, I've tried this myself, not with alcohol, but with different things. I haven't struggled with alcohol, but I've seen countless stories of people that I know, people close to me, as well as hundreds of, probably by now, I don't want to exaggerate, but I've seen many testimonials of people who have been able to overcome alcoholism, specifically the cravings, through the methods that I'm about to explain. So they work. All you have to do is apply it. Don't look for a magic bullet. There's no such thing as a magic bullet. It's a combination of things that you want to optimize, and know that it's not a straight line. Success is never like, no, it's going to be peaks and valleys, and you want to celebrate your wins, and you want to give yourself, grace when you fail, because guess what? That's how it is. Nothing is straightforward. So the first tip that you have to understand is understand how is alcoholism learned, or is it something that you're born with? Now, from all the studies that I've seen, from everything that I understand, is that alcoholism is a learned behavior. You learn it. The more you drink, the more addicted you get. And it's trained through the endorphin system, the endorphin reward system. Every time you drink, every time you take a shot, you feel the reward, the rush of endorphins through your system, and you're getting that reward mechanism. And it's highly addictive. They've done studies on rats and monkeys, I think, no, specifically rats, where the rat presses a button, they get alcohol, and the more they do it, the more they get addicted. So yes, it's a learned behavior, but the great news is that it's actually a behavior that you can unlearn. And I'm going to talk about that. Watch all the way to the end to understand how. So number 2 is that the more you drink, the more you get addicted. Why? Because you're releasing endorphins. A lot of times you're doing it to avoid the stressful situation, to reduce your anxiety, to ease your way into social situations. So these are all the reasons that people do it. And you have to understand is that the more you do it, the more you're going to get addicted. So the next thing you have to understand is that abstinence, when you try to avoid drinking, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's just a fact. I'm going to give you the solution here in a second. But the more that you try to avoid alcohol, the more your cravings is going to grow, and the more is going to lead to binge drinking. So because of that, what you want to do is that you want to track how much you drink, and you want to reduce it over time. And I know that some people say, but the alcoholic, as soon as he gets drinking, he doesn't stop. Yes, and that's why we want to use what I recommend. If you're an alcoholic already, use something like naltrexone, which is going to help block the endorphin receptors. Remember I said how you learn alcoholism? Well, with naltrexone, when you take it before you drink, that's called the Sinclair method. It's called Sinclair method after Dr. John David Sinclair, who discovered this method. He tested it on rats, and he saw how the rats got addicted and then started using naltrexone and then reversed the addiction, right? And so you take it 1 hour before you drink, and then you track how much you drink, and then you look to reduce it over time. It's not going to be an overnight thing, but it's going to begin to block the endorphin receptors, and so you no longer get the reward. And what happened in the rats was that exactly that, but it happened much quicker because they have smaller brains, right? So they got addicted really relatively quickly because of the reward system, and then they got unaddicted when they took naltrexone 1 or 2 hours before they drank. And over time, they unlearn the behavior, and they reach what they call extinction. And so if you want to learn more about that, there's a documentary called One Little Pill. You see, many testimonials of people who've made it work for them. I'm not guaranteeing it's going to work for you, but that's how I would tackle it. And if you want to learn more, of course, subscribe to this channel. Comment below. Daniel Paulino. I'll see you on the next one.